of thrills, a world of drama, of capes and tights, a world where death is a rolling door. Welcome to the Geek Matrix.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Geek Matrix DC Comics Review Show, episode number 270.
That's it.
Woo!
Whoop, whoop.
Nice. Whoa, Popo. 5-0. Dip.
Blueberries and cherries. But no, just all absolutes. We made the collective decision to bring all of the absolute issues back to our main shows, and it just so happens to kick off that our main show is nothing but absolutes.
Yeah. Fancy that, eh?
What a perfect time to catch them all up.
I do prefer mayonnaise, but that's just me.
Oh, ketchup is gross.
You take that back, sir.
Nope, never. I don't care. I know it's as Canadian as blue jeans, but brother, I just can't do it.
Well, can't be right all the time.
Hey, it's not like I insulted Celine Dion.
I'm okay with it if you do.
Okay, Celine Dion's has to.
I'm not a fan.
But and the idea of Jim
I like Drake as a rapper, not
Freddy
as a
Krueger
person.
He's not a rapper, but the idea of Jim Carrey being Freddy Krueger is absolutely insane. I just want to put that out there before we get into that or anything really cool. else. We are going to be covering Absolute Batman number 12, 13, and the annual Absolute Flash 7 and 8, Absolute Green Lantern 6 and 7, Absolute Superman 11 and 12, Absolute Wonder Woman 11, 12, and 13, and Absolute Evil number 1.
Do you think Absolute Flash got to issue number 8 first because it's faster?
Yes, yes, absolutely. That's the only logical explanation considering how speedy its occupants are. There was a joke there and I just lost it. It went right off the rails. Lost the lightning.
But then that means Wally is faster than the speed of light.
He always has been.
That's wild.
Zoom.
Absolute Wally, though.
Absolute Wally. Zoom.
He's absolutely Wally. All right, we do have
wild.
Some honorable mentions as well. Believe it or not, there's actually some extra books came out this week besides Absolute Batman Annual 2025. We have Batman and Robin Year 1 number 12, Batman The Long Halloween, The Last Halloween number 10, and Superman Red and Blue 2025 special number 1, including a whole whack ton of reprints and digital first stories that are now in physical. Unless maybe those are just digital. That would explain why I didn't see them in stores. That would make more sense.
And I'm going to kick off the news here. Well, I guess you just did, but there's something I'm reading this directly from Rich Johnson via Bleeding Cool, but I thought that this was something else, man. In their now AI-free Substack, Grant Morrison, fresh from their adventures on Reddit, posted more about the upcoming Batman Deadpool comic hitting FOC this week. My headliner is a buddy banter-based psychedelic romp with a story structure rooted in the kind of stuff Bob Haney and Jim Aparo used to do with Batman team-ups and Brave and the Bold. The tone is not especially serious. The prologue follows directly from a plot strand in JLA Avengers by Kurt Busiek and I can't talk. And George Perez, which was the last and greatest of the DC Marvel crossovers from 2003 and 4, before the recent Deadpool Batman and the upcoming Batman Deadpool, with me and Dan Mora reigniting the grand tradition. What JLA Avengers plot strand would that be? Why, this one, of course, with the embodiment of the Marvel Universe, Eternity, finding his equivalent in the DC Universe, Kismet, and, basically, getting it on across the first 3 issues. It has been theorized that this contains Earth 7652, the dimension in which the DC Marvel Universe shared continuity crossovers many, many times, including Superman versus the Amazing Spider-Man, Batman versus the Incredible Hulk, Uncanny X-Men versus the New Teen Titans, Batman, Punisher, Darkseid versus Galactus, and more. We can only imagine, if that's what it's picking up, where this might lead. Batman Deadpool will be published on the 19th of November, and as a reminder, it is print only. It will not be available digitally.
Huh, I didn't think I knew that.
So go get it. Pre-order it
Interesting.
because the prices are already out of sight online. Beg your
Yeah.
local LCS. Well, I guess local is in the L, but
Yeah.
beg your LCS.
And if your store is anything like the store that is closest to my house in the next city over, they're gonna have like 300 copies. They still have some copies of Deadpool Batman.
Yeah.
They go crazy.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's not the case where I'm at.
Hell, they still have some blind bags for DCKO number 1. I'm tempted to get another.
Blind bags. You mean gotcha boxes?
Yeah, but at least you have an idea of what it is you're getting because you know the story that's inside. The only difference is the cover. Where the blind box is kind of just like, you could get one of 18 different figures. Oh, it's not the one you want? Too fucking bad.
I mean, that's
yeah,
the case with the
the
variant
same
covers
principle
too.
with the covers too. But like, if you're a person that just doesn't care what cover you get, like I'm gonna like any cover. Why the fuck not?
Why not? As long as it's not a dupe, right?
Exactly.
You
Knowing
get
my luck,
dupes, you
it
can
will be.
just add it to the pile of whatever it is that you're supposed to send me someday.
Exactly.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. But since we do have a bunch of books to get into, we are going to take them a little differently. Instead of handling them and turning over by book, we're going to handle them and turn over by series. And before we do that, is there any more news that we want to share? Other
I have a
than
complaint.
Rob's being happy about the Blues Jays.
Oh yeah, the Blue Jays. Woo! Game 6, baby. I'm currently in the Rogers Center right now. I'll be here until tomorrow night when Game 6 starts. Doing a marathon. Stay tuned. Not really. I'm at home, but I'd like to believe I could be here, except tickets are $1,000 fucking dollars a piece. Because scalpers suck. That's the story. What can you do? But go Jays go. Dodgers suck. That's what I got. I have another complaint though.
Oh.
About Boom Studios.
About Boom Studios, really?
Boom Studios. I know it's not
Talk
necessarily
to me.
entirely their fault. I don't know the whole story, but back in June, Power Rangers Prime number 8 was supposed to hit digital. It did not. There was some issue online, or like they were trying to delay it or whatnot, but there was no official date for when it would hit online. Months went by. Issue 9 came out and went. Issue 10 came out and went. Neither of those went up online. I ended up buying issue 9 and 10. I spent the last 3 months trying to find issue 8 physical, including VR Troopers number 2, also did not end up online. But VR Troopers number 3 and Power Rangers Prime number 11 both went digital mere weeks ago. I finally find VR Troopers number 2 and Power Rangers Prime number 8 in the store yesterday, and I bought them with the intent of reading them, which I've not had a chance yet. And what do I wake up and find this morning? Both of those books have hit digital stores.
Are you shitting me?
I'm annoyed.
Oh,
I'm like,
man.
annoyed to a certain degree, whereas like I'm enjoying the stories, at least about them physical, but I don't have every issue. And the problem is now I need to get the other ones.
Just because you bought it physically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like it was one thing if I was buying it physical because I can't read it digital, but now that I can read digital and I bought it physical, I may as well get the rest. Do you see what I mean?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, like I think
that's what stops me from making so many purchases is knowing ahead of time of how involved that's going to be.
Exactly. And
Even though
sometimes
I've made the
it's harder
decision
now.
that I am not going to purchase any more McFarlane figures because their end of the line has come up. I've already, since making that decision, acquired 4 more figures.
And there's more down the line,
from
including
gift
Zatanna
from
and
gifts
Black Canary.
and yes, Zatanna and Black Canary. I'm gonna have to get them sons of bitches. I'll
Yeah,
fight somebody over
2
that
that you've been waiting years for.
shit. Years for it.
You can't stop now. They're almost done.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get those. I'll be so
Yeah.
pissed.
I need to get Larfleeze. I love the Larfleeze you got me, but I really need a bigger Larfleeze.
Needs bigger.
I need one that can do all the poses I want it to. Because this one's beautiful. I love this Larfleeze as like a picturesque figure,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't mind a Larfleeze from McFarlane where I can pose it more like Larfleeze. You know what I mean?
Yeah. More articulated.
Yeah. This is great for like
looks.
design, but the McFarlane Larfleeze will be great for posing and
The
what's
way
word
that
I'm
he
looking
did
for?
Green Lantern
Other figure
figures,
interaction.
which is like for every Lantern character that he did, 7 Health Jordans came out. I thought the likelihood of you getting a Larfleeze out of McFarlane was as big
Slim
as
to
you
none.
getting a Jessica Cruz out of McFarlane. So
And that's coming too.
yeah,
However, it's packaged with another Hal Jordan.
it's packaged with another Hal Jordan. Fucking
As if I don't have enough of those. As I look up and see 6 Hal Jordans in front of my face, and that's just the ones that I can see right away.
I still need that. If I can get Kyle, if I could get Kyle and Jessica and Hal, I'd be okay. To round out my little Lantern crew, but I need that one specific Kyle, man, and
Which one? 90s or
Yeah.
modern costume?
90s. You know the one
90s.
I want, the one that's like a
Yeah.
bajillion dollars.
Do you want the Blackest Night line or the glow in the dark?
The fucking no, I don't want glow in the dark.
Oh no, it wasn't glow in the dark. No, there was the Blackest Night one, and then there was the reprints with a darker green that was packaged with Kilowog. That's what it was.
I didn't even. Oh, it did have a slightly darker green to it, didn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the exact same design, really.
It is.
That's all that I care about. Having Kilowog would be a bonus for sure. I would love to have Kilowog, but
Where did it go? Where the fuck is... Oh, it's over here. Duh. For folks that might know what I'm talking about. This is Blackest Night Kyle Rayner. This is Kilowog 2-pack Kyle Rayner. So you see the difference in the green.
mm-hmm.
That's what we're talking about.
If I'm
Realistically,
being honest,
the exact same figure. It's just the shade is different.
Yeah, and if I'm being honest, I'm a bigger fan of the darker green in its appearance.
It does look nicer. It looks way nicer.
So, yeah,
it kind of meshes
I
with
have
everything
the
else.
Jessica Cruz 2-pack with Hal, and then the Kyle 2-pack with Kilowog. I'd be groovy with that, man. But then I'd also have to get Lantern villains and.
Which there's a few. I mean, here's I was gonna say, like, if you get the Blackest Night Kyle Rayner, then you already have one of the 4 pieces to build your own Atrocitus, which is a pretty dope figure in itself.
Well, yeah, but then you got to buy 3 other figures to get that Atrocitus. And you see,
but they're all Black Lanterns: the Black Lantern, Batman, Superman, and
excuse me.
What the fuck was the last one? Firestorm.
Yeah,
Deathstorm, basically. Yeah. And they're all pretty dope figures. Can start up your Black Lantern core. If you get the Necron Mega Fig, it goes even better. Good luck finding this stuff.
Yeah, but then it would be weird having Kyle, Kilowog, Jess, and Hal going up against the Black Lanterns.
Use your imagination.
Okay.
Hey,
so much money.
Hey, if we could have a crossover where Necron and the Black Lanterns won, and that sent the 7 core lanterns to the Star Trek universe, then I think we can make way for Jessica Cruz being in the Blackest Night storyline.
Yeah, you probably right.
For those that don't know, that was literally the catalyst for the Spectrum War. Green Lantern, Star Trek, the Spectrum War. That's what caused it. They lost the Blackest Night.
Dummies.
Yeah. Losers.
Posers. And
But
speaking
hey,
of
that was a great
poosers,
couple of books. Yeah. Poosers.
speaking of poosers, we got a lot of stuff to get into.
Yeah.
Is there any other news that we need to cover before we jump into these books?
I don't think so. Let me just do a quick double check. I think we're clear. Let me make sure. Oh, yeah. Something just came out today. I also wanted to shout out Greg Pak and Dynamite Entertainment. Kind of shadow released Supernatural comic book yesterday. That's
Oh yeah, I saw you posting about that.
Yeah,
Is it
that's
any
a thing
good?
now. I haven't read it yet, but Ange read it on the way home, and I was very proud because it's the first comic book she's actually just sat down and read right away. She was more excited about it than I was, so she said it was good.
Nice.
She didn't like the smell of the pages, and I don't blame her because it just smelled like printed paper, but like
Yeah, it's not like
old
comic
books.
books.
Yeah. But I got an old issue kept in care, and I told her to smell that, and it was way better. But that's besides the point. Marvel announced today the identity of the new Sorcerer Supreme, and I'm gonna be surprised. I am surprised. I'm gonna say I'm surprised that they did this. At the same time, not because Marvel and DC just love their fucking press releases, but they had this whole ad campaign about who is it? Find out in December. And well, it's October 30th, and here you are fucking telling us who it is.
It's
So for those that
Gwenpool.
it's fucking Gwenpool. For those that killed my train of thought. For those that want to know, stay tuned. For those that don't want to know, jump ahead 10 seconds. It is none other than Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch, will be the brand new Sorcerer Supreme in December. I would have preferred it if they kept it a secret, but like I said, they love their press releases. So here we are. What's bugging me about it though was the cover, or at least the ad campaign they had for it, had like 12, 13, 14 people, all with the cloak of levitation and the Eye of Agamotto, saying who will take the mantle. And there was characters, there was like Scarlet Witch, there was Gambit, there was Storm, there was Valeria Richards, there was Nico Minoru, there was other magic people, Wong, I think. It was people from all over the Marvel universe all vying for this mantle, and here they are just fucking burying the lead. So I don't see it lasting long, I'm gonna be honest with you.
There's no way to know.
Unless you're Steve Orlando.
Why?
Because he's writing it.
That doesn't mean that he bet he does a good job. But
yeah,
doesn't mean he knows whether or not it's gonna last.
I mean, if he's like got an end to the story.
Hopefully he can get there.
Yeah, I think that's about all the news I've got that I can think of, that I remember, and that I see. So
well then, all right. I suppose then it is time for us to do what we all came here for us to do, and that is to talk about comics. Brandon, do you want to take us away with the first three books of the night?
Yeah. Give me a second. I'm so all over the place.
no worries.
Yeah, no worries whatsoever. So, like I mentioned before, we are doing this show a little differently. We've got so many books, 13 total, that we're going to cover, and we're behind on a few of them with the whole absolutes at the end of the month and all of that. So because we actually skipped a month and never played catch up with it, here we are doing that now. So Brandon's gonna do issues 12, 13, and the annual, and then we'll do Flash and Green Lantern, but we're gonna do all of the issues pretty much together and bullshit about them afterward. Oh,
Uh,
excuse me. I'm sorry, Brandon. You say something?
oh, no, no, no. I was just gonna start.
How long was he miss you?
Sorry. I'm I said
Sounds
I'm
good
kind
to
of
me.
juggling multiple things, but okay, Absolute Batman 12 summarized very briefly. Creative teams did not change between issues 12 and 13. So the same creative team will go for both. But basically, uh, both issues were written by Scott Snyder, with art by Nick Dragotta and colors by Frank Martin. Letters by Clayton Cowles, and these are parts 4 and 5 of Abomination, respectively. Honestly, I didn't really have time to do my own summary of Absolute Batman number 12. I'm just gonna copy Josh's word for word.
It
So
works.
Waylon wants to die, but Bruce won't kill him. Bane also got to Oswald, crushed him, and made him shorter. Harvey got his head split down the middle and burned half his body. And Eddie cracking open his skull and making him insane enough to wire stuff to his brain. And then Catwoman shows up and possibly kills Pennyworth, although, as we see in this issue, not entirely the case. Basically, issue 13, Bruce and Selina are properly reunited. They fuck almost immediately. Uh, Meet up with this universe's version of Harley Quinn and her own Red Hoods, and are prepared to make some kind of pact. Selina doesn't want any part of that, and we get more flashbacks with Waylon after Selina, and also Selina just kind of ducks out. So that's 12 and 13. The annual is not quite an anthology of stories, but is made up of really two main stories and then one sort of mini story at the end, I guess you could call it.
I
The main
guess.
story, written by Daniel Warren Johnson and also drawn by Daniel Warren Johnson with colors by Mike Spicer. Um, Basically is Absolute Batman taking down some white nationalists in Slaughter Swamp, and that's pretty much it. You don't really need to know much else.
Nope.
The James Heron story sees Batman breaking up some of the what the hell were they called? Black Masks gang, the Party Crashers. No, not the
Party animals.
Party Animals. Sees him taking down some party animals, and one particular party animal has a sort of reunion with his father that initially does not go great, but then ultimately ends up kind of rekindling their relationship, possibly. And then the last one is, again, not really story, more just like a fun info thing. Think like the old Flash facts from the Silver Age. Essentially, this is just like Bat Facts by Meredith McLaren. And it's just facts about bats with some snippets
Yep.
of the Absolute Batman doing stuff. So those are your 3 issues of Absolute Batman for the past 2 months, I guess.
Yep.
Good stuff.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
With issue 12, I felt it was like Bruce basically having to learn what the cost is of being Batman and that it might be too high. I also want to say that I'm not a big fan of Dragotta, but this is probably his best drawn issue I've seen so far. Issue 13 felt like it was missing meat, man. And I mean, it was neat seeing that Harley Quinn is in the story and she's leading the Red Hood gang. That was neat, but it's mostly backstory, and it was all right. The annual was learning about bats and Batman being Batman as fuck. I mean, that theme carries throughout. Daniel Warren Johnson definitely captured it. It doesn't come right out and say that they are white nationalists until almost the end. It's like they flow in and you see Batman standing over a bunch of fucking bodies with what looks like basically a Nazi flag in the background. And then you find out they are Nazis. Batman definitely doesn't seem to like Nazis, and that's the story.
Yeah.
Altogether, I'd probably give it a 7.5, maybe an 8. I'm just gonna grab them all together. I gave them in order an 8, a 7, and a 7. But I'm gonna, yeah, like all together, I probably give it a 7.75. Solid ending to that arc for as crazy and fucking weird as Abomination was.
Yeah, it was a wild fucking arc with Absolute Bane being introduced and all the shit he's done, and just holy fuck, he slaughtered Bruce's friends. But now we're here, Absolute Batman. We're at the point where we all saw it coming from issue 1. Bruce had these friends that we know are villains in the other universe, and here they are in their quote unquote alter egos, if you can even call them that, because poor Ozzy is just a vegetable.
Yeah.
Freaking Harvey just wants nothing to do with Bruce whatsoever.
He only hates him half the time.
That was dark even for you.
Hey, I took it straight from the book.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Bruce. I only hate you half the time.
Waylon just straight up wants to die. Selina's. I don't even know how to feel about Selina yet. Edward seems like he came out the best, but he's also mentally deranged at this point. So
I mean, the last fucking panel has him sticking a screwdriver into where his eyes used to be.
Yeah. But then he was also saying, "Don't worry, I'm happy about this. I feel better now." Okay, you look like modern day Charles Xavier.
He looks like Timo Brainiac. What
Well,
the fuck are you talking about?
modern day Charles Xavier's got the giant fucking cerebro dome on his
yeah,
head all the
that's
time.
true.
That's what I
Yeah,
mean.
so
Yeah,
it's Timu Professor X then.
yeah. And it just looks fucking weird.
Yeah, for sure.
The one thing I want to shout out that I kind of appreciate, that I never actually vocalized. I always meant to, and I kept forgetting about it. I had a feeling that Catwoman's helmet was based off the Black Mask Gang, because they look just exactly the same, and here it is. Like, that's actually a fact. But she refused to get into any connections or how she acquired it. So there's definitely some mystery left for Absolute Selina. So her story is not done, but we also know there's a mini coming next year for Absolute Catwoman. So I imagine the story will continue there. We won't see much more of her maybe here in Absolute Batman. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. But yeah, Bruce has his work cut out for him now. Bruce is roided out as well. I feel like we're not talking about that enough. He's got venom flowing through his veins, and it's hard for him to control. And this, that's a fresh revelation. I don't think that's ever really happened to Batman ongoing, right?
He's been in situations, before, at least once with Venom, where he's had to control his rage. But yeah, I mean, as far as it being a part of him permanently, not being able to undo what they did, I mean, that's definitely brand new. And him having to go through that, continuously, rather than figure out how to get it out of him, but rather how to deal with it, that is a new dynamic to the whole Batman with emotions thing.
Yeah. That is, it's crazy. Philip Kennedy Johnson delivers a perfectly Daniel Warren Johnson. I got the wrong 3-word Johnson. Daniel Warren Johnson delivers the perfect Daniel Warren Johnson story. I loved it. Complete with a hidden wrestling move. If you didn't catch it, it's in there. And yeah, I loved the art throughout everything. And I think for the
Max called it I just have to get your answer on this, as I'm figuring out this fucking graph. My friend Max called it because I texted him because he loves Absolute Batman. He's not like a hardcore comic reader, but he's been really digging the Absolute titles, and he called it the One Winged Angel.
Yeah, that's Damian Priest's move.
I thought it was. I was like, I don't know what because he was like, yeah, there's some kind of wrestling move, and I was like, I don't know, fucking suplex or something. And he's like, it's the One Winged Angel, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah, probably.
That's not the name that Damian Priest uses for it, but that's not the original name. I don't remember the original name.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think Undertaker used a variation of it too, didn't he, Josh?
For like a real short amount of time, yeah.
I don't remember what he called it. But yeah, it's like Jesus hoisting and then throw him over your shoulders. It's basically it. But yeah, it was nasty. Yeah. I like. Yeah, I would say I was.
And throw him over your shoulders.
Yep.
Are you talking about the Razor's Edge?
Is that what it was called? Is that the Razor's Edge?
Yeah, that's the Razor's Edge.
That's what Razor Ramon used it, right?
Yes.
That's what Damian Priest uses when he gets pulls a guy up over his shoulders and from behind.
Yep.
And then just like throws him.
Yeah.
That's what. Okay, so it's a Razor's Edge. I knew somebody used it. I couldn't remember who else used it. I just knew it existed already.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So Razor Ramon. Hey yo. I miss him. He was funny. Anyway, yeah, I like the art throughout. I don't think you could have had a better artist for this gritty style than Nick Dragotta right now. Maybe apart from Daniel Warren Johnson. Because it's the kind of gritty that's just barely graphic enough to be rated R. Like any other artist might be like super in your face about it, but they kind of mask it enough that it could pass.
I would want this. I would want this drawn by Perkins and Spicer.
That would be cool too. But I'll admit, I think Nick Dragotta did a fantastic job. I'm loving it. For this book right now, the 3 books we covered, 8.75 out of 10. And we learned bad facts.
Yeah.
The more you know.
We definitely did learn some bad facts. Yeah. But Batman isn't the only book that we covered this month for the Absolute titles. We also covered some Superman. What? Flash.
That's not the cover you have on screen, Josh.
My bad. Yeah, so Absolute Flash. That one's on me. Written by Jeff Lemire, drawn by Travis Moore, with colors from Adriano Lucas and lettering from Tom Napolitano, with the cover from Nick Robles. That's for both issues. In Absolute Flash number 7, the government tracks down Wally and Grodd after some hunting, and the rogues decide to go rogue. And the big kicker, they invite Wally and Grodd to join them. And we get to see that payoff later, because Absolute Flash number 8 is a flashback. And basically, in World War II, operating under the Oppenheimer Trinity program was a secret project called Blue Trinity. Really original. It's all a flashback to when Barry was alive, explaining that the machine explaining the machine that he made that connected them to a dimension of living energy. At the end of it, through his machine, originally designed by Eobard Thawne, it seems that either Jay Garrick or Eobard Thawne, don't know which, comes through and tells him that he can't be the one to come in, that it has to be Wally. I can't tell who it is, even though both characters were shown in this book, because for some reason he's the guy that comes through at the end is wearing a Flash suit, and neither of them should have been wearing one since the suit was invented by Barry. So that little bit of time doesn't add up. But altogether, it's a really freaking cool idea having the rogues go rogue. I actually didn't see that coming. I thought they were going to remain at the disposal of the army, and this
You did.
flashback part with Barry, I'm glad that they did it so that we understand a little bit more of what Barry's role in this was, and that he really wasn't a villain. Um, I loved it. The Flash stuff. I'm giving the Flash books cumulatively an 8.5.
You didn't see the rogues going rogue?
I
It's
did not
literally in
see
their
the
name.
rogues going rogue. Well, they weren't the rogues in the book.
I know. They were heroes. I was fully
I wouldn't call
prepared
them
for it.
heroes.
I was prepared for it when they found out that Heat Wave was hidden away from them. Like that was right away. That was the final straw. It seemed like. Um, as for what else we got in the recent issues, holy shit, I'm stoked. Yeah, honestly, also couldn't tell who that mystery person was in the energy universe. Which, let's face it, it's the Speed Force. No clue who that was. I'm gonna call them Jay Thon or Eobard Garrick. Maybe they did a fusion dance in the Speed Force and became one person. But also, who knows? Maybe it's future Wally. Maybe it's Bart Allen. Maybe it's Max Mercury. There's so many options, so many possibilities, and I can't fucking wait. Yeah, Jeff Lemire's
Agreed.
crafted such an intense tale. Um, Drama, intrigue, espionage, action,
And
daring,
amazing fucking art.
and amazing fucking art.
Travis
Seriously,
Moore is
throughout.
tearing it up, tearing
Yeah.
it up.
So-
Letting my
Oh,
old man
seriously
come
is.
through.
It's been a fantastic run, a fantastic ride. I can't wait to see where this ends up. This is getting a 9 out of 10.
Excellent. Brandon, did you have any words about Absolute Flash?
Um. Oh shoot! I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Um. Uh. Which issue were you talking? Oh wait, both.
Yeah, we
7
covered
and
both
8.
of them.
No, it's just good stuff. I loved. I'm like trying to remember. I'm sorry, I should have been listening to the recap.
That's okay. The first
You're,
one is
you're
where
working too. It's
the
okay.
rogues track down Wally and Grodd and then go rogue, and then the second one is the flashback with Barry.
Right, right. I feel like I remember the second one, whichever issue that was, a little bit more. And I liked the backstory, even if the whole Thornberry relationship is very weird, slightly uncomfortable. But
I was thinking the
yeah,
same
no,
thing.
it's a hell of a cliffhanger. Definitely excited to see where that goes next month.
For sure, man, for sure. And
Yeah.
yeah, story and art. It's just this absolute title is absolutely awesome. One of the best.
For sure, for sure.
While it sounds like things got a little crazy in Absolute Flash, while things have gone crazy in titles that we've seen in Batman and Wonder Woman and Superman and Martian Manhunter, there's been nothing that is as crazy as what is the madness of Al Ewing. Absolute Green Lantern. Rob, take it away.
The madness of Al Ewing is the best way to put it. Yeah, this review is going to be a little more in difficult. I'll say. Buckle up, because not only did they make it more difficult for me by having two different creative teams per issue, but also this is where we
Right.
get a buttload of info and it's hard to understand.
This is one of those books that I fear we're just not going to be able to blow through quite quickly.
No, I'm going to do my best to try to summarize it as best as I can, but like Josh, I don't completely understand it either. So I'm gonna do my best. Basically, this is the Cliffs Notes TLDR. It's Deep Science, the graphic novel.
Oh.
All right.
No, I mean at the
So
very at the very basis of it, there's four primary like energies, right?
Yeah,
There's
and
4 levels to those
there's
things. But go ahead.
yeah, it's fucking elevators. All right, this is issue 6, episode 6. Card, Rao, Sir, and Our. And I hope I'm pronouncing those right. I
Yo, mama,
solo wanted to
yo,
just say
cuz,
Quard, but it
2,
says card. I don't know. This is written by Al Ewing with art, color, and cover from Janoid Lindsay. Letters from Lucas Gattoni. We open up our issue with a black circle talking to something, but it's Agent Chase who is basically being fired, or at least told to take administrative leave indefinitely from basically everything that's happened recently with her.
No soup for you.
Huh?
No soup for you.
No soup for you. And that's where we put a pin on Agent Chase's story temporarily. What the fuck is her first name? Because I keep wanting to say Adrian.
Veronica, I believe.
Veronica Chase.
Right?
Okay, I think so. It might even be here. It's been a while since I.
Hold on. I actually have it.
Cameron.
Cameron.
That's it. Thank you.
Yeah,
it's
Cameron. Yes, Veronica Kale. That's my bad.
Veronica. Oh fuck, who's Veronica Kale again?
You'll find out later.
Okay. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, sorry. Okay. Whew. All right, so now we get into the crazy shit. We have Quard, which represents the black light, Rao, which represents the red light, Sir, which represents the green light, and Our, which represents the yellow light.
And each one of those represent an additional thing.
Yes, and if you know your DC history and your elemental periodic table, a lot of those terms will make a bit of sense to you. Our being was that Greek for gold, if I'm not mistaken. Rao with the red and sun. Quard is antimatter, even though that was kind of the birthplace of yellow, but it stands to be black as well. And I don't understand Sir yet, but we'll get there. So this is where we pick up from what happened at the end of issue 6. John is a Yellow Lantern now, and he has come across.
Well, gold. Yeah.
Who the fuck knows?
Let's go.
Hal Jordan with the Black Hand, Joe Moline with the Green Lantern abilities, as well as Guy Gardner, who was also there, clad in red. And this issue kind of follows the 4 of them in a 4-box panel, 4-box page, 4-panel page, I mean to say, black, red, yellow, black, red, green, yellow in that order. And you get it's kind of a growing theme. It's really interesting how it's laid out. And John just kind of goes deep into what the fuck is going on, and Hal and Joe are just trying to make heads and tails of it, and Guy's just in the background not helping. I mean, he's helping John. He's not helping the reader understand what the fuck is happening. But here we are.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, so each one has, as Josh was saying, has its own meaning. Where green, hang on, I actually there was somebody made a chart and posted on the Green Lantern subreddit. I'm gonna see that. I want to find it, and because that actually helps you understand a little bit. See if we can fucking. Oh man.
So
because that basically like set it up perfectly. Right. So there for each of the 4 categories, there's an Aben, an Ain, and a Tomar. And a Mu, I think. And an Oa. Something like that. Now each agent can be an Aben, an Ain, or a Tomar. So it'd be an Our Aben, Our Ain, Sir Aben, Sir Ain, Tomar, Sir, etc., etc. Right?
Right.
Or Our Tomar. Maybe it's Aben Our. Ain Rao.
No, Aben Sir, Aben
Aben
Aben Rao,
Rao. Yeah, so it's
Ain R,
Ain R, Ain Sir, Ain Rao,
yes.
Tomar Our, Tomar Sir. So that one's first. Okay. Like we saw, Aben Sir.
The Tomars go by their name.
Yes.
So it's not Tomar Rao. It's Tomar.
Ray.
It's Tomar Ray. Tomar
Yeah.
Joe Mulling. Not
Yes.
Mullenheim.
So
I don't know. They didn't know
I
how
don't
to
know
spell
what they
Mulling.
fucked that up hard. So apparently Joe is a Tomar, not an Abin,
Right.
where she got the power from Abin Sur. She is a Tomar Sur, and apparently the town of Everdeen is now the Abin Sur. Uh, so, but what this all means, the hour is full understanding but inaction. Sir is correct action but morally restrained. Rao is action with restraint but also morally restrained. And Quard is action without understanding and unrestrained will. And you can see that
Yeah.
in the characters that are presented to us here. So it does somewhat make sense when it's explained that way, but it's still a little iffy. And what Abin, Ain, and Tomar all have their own different meanings. Abin is like a leader of a way of sorts. Tomar is like an agent.
No, no,
And
no, 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 no. Hold on, dude. Okay, so first,
maybe the
basically
Ain is
lining it up.
agent. Yeah.
Cord is will. It's being able to do whatever you
Unrestrained.
want.
Unrestrained will.
Right. It's just fully believing in free will, doing whatever you want, pure chaos. Green is basically Superman point of view. Straight moral code, does what's right at all times, even if it may result in inaction. Red doesn't have that much of a restraint. It is held back by moral code, meaning it doesn't want to kill anybody, but it's willing to bend some rules and go farther than green. And then the gold ones are basically just knowledge and enlightenment.
Okay. I was talking about the Abins, Ains, and Tomars though.
Well, yeah, I was trying to figure out an easier way to explain the black, red, green, and,
Okay.
and
Fair
gold
enough.
than the way that I saw it done on the internet.
Graph, yeah. Which no is yeah. And then there's Oa and Mu. It's
Then Oa
basically
is the
I don't
transference
think
of
we
light,
have
yes.
the full explanation yet.
Yeah, Owens
I
are
don't think we really know what an Abin, an Ain, and a Tomar are just yet. Um, Knowing what we know right now throughout issues 6 and 7, or 7 and 8 rather. Wait,
6 and 7.
is it 6? Yeah, no, it is 6 and 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. That I want to say an Abin is like high ranking in the hierarchy of that color. An Ain is more of a guide, and a Tomar is an agent of action. If that makes sense, like
Yeah,
someone
the
that will
Abins.
bring that will help defend that color.
Yeah, the Abin is the like the top dog.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then
and the Ain is like the bringer of the light, and then the Tomar is the defender of the light. Is how I'm kind of assuming right now.
they keep referring to Tomars as anomalies, and what I want, how I'm taking that is that they are people imbued with that power who aren't restricted to the
By
rules.
those abilities. Yeah.
Right.
That okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, we'll see that a bit more in issue 7 when I finally actually get there. So that's a brief rundown of what these 4 categories are. With that knowledge, Joe and Hal try to fight against it a little bit. As we know, Joe is a Tomar. So yeah, she's the anomaly. So she's not being, as she puts it, pulled into this crap. So she tries to get Hal out. They hold hands, and this is when the giant lantern ship above Everdeen starts to glow once more. Hector Hammond is still there with his agents. The lantern glows different colors and then spews black rain right out of it. And out flies Joe with Hal. They head off as far as they fucking can. However, actually, no, not however. Yeah, however, Hector can't trace them. Whatever. Joe ends up back at Agent Chase's apartment as we find out that Agent Chase is the person that Joe was once engaged to. And then we jump on over to issue 7. And give me a second while I jump over to that so I can pull up that credits page because they had to make this hard for me. Right, so issue 7 is written by Al Ewing with art from Jason Howard and Riley Rosmo, with colors from Inaki Azpiazu and letters from Lucas Catoni. This all takes place in space with the same 4-panel setup that we see throughout the issue, but this goes a bit deeper into what the all 4 colors represents as we see agents in space, including representing Quard, Black Stars, which that was a bit of a surprise. We see Black Stars, we see Green Lanterns, and one of the Black Stars, who is the Abin of the Quard, is none other than Kilowog, who was fighting against the Greens, who are trying to bring Priest to the world, to the universe. He goes up against Arisia, and I can't remember what that one is called.
It's like I was like, all of these people are familiar, and I don't know a single one of their names. Damn it.
Karina, I don't remember from Green Lantern Corps, but she might have already existed. She gets killed fast. But what's left is Arisia and Medphil, on a planet full of people that are like Medphil. Arisia is able to blast the shit out of Kilowog, but he cannot die because of the powers of Quard. Mogo is an agent of Quard. We don't know what level of Quard, but he basically destroys the planet that they were harassing. Kilowog is still alive, but he then gets attacked by a red light, who is actually Ray, Tomar Ray of the Rouse. That I mentioned is confusing. He is an anomaly, so he's able to beat the shit out of Kilowog. Also capture him in a red cube, and this is where it gets gruesome, and this part's run by Riley Rosmo, and fucking hey, did he do it well. He's able to make constructs, Tomar Ray is, and he makes a red cube around Kilowog, says large box, small box, and it becomes small enough to fit in the palm of his hand, and Kilowog is still in that box. So you know what happened to Kilowog.
Squishy!
Yep. The cube then gets sent over to Mogo as Mogo's just booming out what the fuck happened. There was a red flash. I don't know what the fuck happened. The red cube ends up on a citadel where we see none other than Sinestro, who is mostly machine, but also an agent of our. And we don't know what level of his is, but he is in the left-hand path. Is he the Abin?
Yes, he's the top dog.
Right. No. Okay. So he's the Abin. Abin R is Sinestro. Yeah. What was very interesting to me, though, is when you see his speech bubbles, when you first meet him, he's speaking with the chord cadence.
Yeah. Right. And I think that's what he means by the left-hand path.
And then it shifts. Well, the left-hand path is R, because it shifts from a black text to a yellow text as he shifts to R. So like he started as Quard and then became R by the end of it, which made it even more interesting because how can he shift on a dime? So we need issue 9. We need issue 9, 10, 11, and 12 right now to find out what the fuck is going on. That I mentioned this was deeply involved. It's more than deep science, it's deep philosophy in a way. Next issue is The Journey of Sojourner. So we're going to get back to Joe Mullane. I'm still loving it. I'm gonna be, as a Green Lantern fan, it is fucking awesome. It
Oh
is
yeah.
hard to comprehend a lot of the stuff, but I'm loving the fucking ride, and the subtle changes in the characters and the story work. Al Ewing is a master at this shit. Holy crap! I, I got it from his. I know his Guardians of the Galaxy run is not the most beloved, but I loved it. I think him and Cosmic Stories are made in heaven. It's good shit. The art throughout both issues was fantastic. Um, I can't wait to see more of this hierarchy. I really can't. I do wonder if there's going to be any other colors, but I think they're going to keep it at 4. I think that's perfectly fine. What they represent and what they truly mean, I want to know more because they're not about emotion. They're about
Right.
understanding.
Yep.
They're about self control. And it all goes back to willpower. So fucking love it. 9.25 out of 10. If I understood it more, maybe 9.5. But for now, 9.25.
And I mean, I don't think it's really too hard to explain. I mean,
No,
it's deep,
it's
and
just
I'm not gonna
there's
say
parts
that.
missing. I think is
Yeah,
what it is. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, yeah. It's like it's almost like a breakdown of fucking Dungeons and Dragons. Chaotic, neutral, etc.
Yeah.
Um, and it's great. Oa, as far as I can tell, is a dimension. Owens are the beings that live there. All the lights are different, but the same with different levels. There's different power levels within those lights. Um, it was definitely a buttload of an info dump in issue 6. There was a lot to process. Looked damn good. Stories addictive. Um, and in the second one, in issue 7, Tomar Ray is a bad motherfucker.
Oh
But
yeah.
Tomar is someone who's an anomaly as far as how the light powers of Oa are concerned. They are not constrained to the rules that other people who are imbued those light powers are. Um, the controller of Mu is the biggest bad of all, and Sinestro's a cyborg in charge of what I think is gold light and is turning toward the dark. I think that the speech bubbles were done that way to be misleading and not give it away right away. That it was somebody from the gold sector talking, but I could totally be wrong. It is definitely one to the other. I just don't know which yet. You can also tell. You can definitely tell when the artists change. Although I will say this is probably some of Riley Rosmo's best work ever. The story is great. It's fucking crazy, and yeah, summing it up I couldn't do it any better than when I introduced the book. This is the madness of Al Ewing, and it
Yep.
is pretty damn good. 8.5 out of 10.
Also, issue 6 saw the debut of Absolute Simon Baz, who was also an agent and ex-partner of Agent Chase.
Yeah, and still wore his mask, although it doesn't. It's all like gray.
Yeah, it's a basic balaclava, but
Yeah.
it is basically the same as his Green Lantern mask. Yeah.
Yep. Brandon, did you have any thoughts on Green Lantern?
I think you guys. I think you guys definitely summed up the madness of it. I don't know that I have anything else to add other than Al Ewing is too smart for me. I think.
Ah, I wouldn't go that far.
I would.
He's-
He's definitely too smart for me.
He's a crazy mofo. I love Al Ewing stories, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
Do you think that? Wait a minute. We're supposed to go now. Wonder Woman. Why is that showing up? Damn it.
Yeah.
That went all kinds of backwards. I didn't. Oh well. Whatever. Wonder Woman, number 11. Brandon, would you like to tell us about that?
Shit. Okay.
11, 12, and 13.
Yeah, I'll do
Good
my
luck.
best. Wonder Woman 11 was written by someone. Was written by Kelly Thompson with art by Hayden Sherman, colors by Jordi Belair, and letters by Becca Carey. Wonder Woman 11 sees Wonder Woman kind of tripping out. Also gets some flashbacks to another quest, but most notable meets Io, and gets further information on the Amazons while also coming to blows with Queen Clea, I think her name was.
Clea.
Clea.
Madam Clea, tell me your fortune now.
Yes, Absolute Wonder Woman number 12, same team, sort of same premise, except a little bit more with Petra and Ferdinand, and quite
So happy he's alive.
yes, quite the shakeup with Wonder Woman finally returning, but most notably, Io returns to Themyscira and informs this version of Hippolyta, who was really dripped out in the gold, that Diana lives, which is one hell of a revelation. But we're not done, folks. The next major revelation, as we see, is also that Veronica Cale has many prisoners in her black site, whatever it's called. But most notably, a witch called Zatanna. I don't think they say she's a witch, but I mean, if you've been paying attention to the news, you know she's a witch. Anyway, yeah, so Absolute Zatanna, pretty crazy, I would say, pretty crazy. And then Absolute Wonder Woman number 13 sees more collaboration between Diana and Barbara. I should also mention that this issue was not drawn by Hayden Sherman, but was drawn by Matthias Bergara. Who did the colors for this?
Everybody else.
Jordi Belair also, and letters by Becca Carey. And sees Wonder Woman sparring with, what was it called? Like that electric thing?
It wasn't explicitly named, but
Okay.
what Diana believes it to be at the end is the cost of her magic. So it's basically her and the what the magical leftovers of her is.
Yeah, it's like she's fighting the embodiment of the cost of her magic. And I have questions about that.
Yeah, that's quite a lot. Thank you for the save, Rob.
No worries.
Sorely out of luck there.
It was kind of just on the very last panel.
Yeah. No, Wonder Woman 11 through 13, I should say, all phenomenal. Absolutely love. Haha. Not intentional, by the way. I love using the word absolutely. Absolute Wonder Woman 11 through 12, always absolutely a good time. But in particular, I just love seeing more of the Amazons and getting Io as our first like official confirmed Amazon. I'm not like the biggest. I don't know how to say this. It's not that I'm not a big fan of Wonder Woman. I would say Wonder Woman's kind of a spot that I don't know as much about. I have like, it's like Wolverine. There are like select things that I know. I'm completely rambling. What I'm trying to say is
fine.
I have an
Step
affinity
away from the
for,
bar graph and breathe.
I know, it's like I have an affinity for Io because one of the Wonder Woman runs that I've really connected with is Greg Rucka's for obvious reasons. And Io was a character who I feel like was featured more prominently in that run. Actually, might have been introduced in that run. I don't know, but it was always like, oh, that's one of those supporting Amazon characters that I just really like having around. And not because I wanted to crush her with my arms. My girlfriend didn't hear that. Anyway, this version of Io is great, and also Ferdinand, and it was just a really fun like cap to the whole maze story. So looking forward to that. But man, what a way to introduce it to what's coming next with Zatanna and everything. Like, there's just so much to look forward to in this book. I just can't say enough good things about it.
Agreed, man. Agreed.
Yeah. It's fantastic stuff. Wonderful stuff. Wonder. Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful.
Absolutely wonderful. It's still one of my top books of the Absolute line. Throughout, it's been consistent which I think is the best part about this book. And it's got a lot of promise for the future. All the books have a lot of promise for the future, but I think this one's got maybe the most because it's setting up so much down the line that is coming and you can't wait to see what's happening. Where the other books, it's all a mystery. Like something's going to coming, you have no clue what the fuck it is, and you hope it's good. But with Wonder Woman, you can kind of see the vision, and you're excited for it. And I really like that they're setting things up quite nicely. A lot of emphasis on magic in this, and I kind of appreciate that too. That they're really hammering home the magical side of Wonder Woman in this. Um,
buddy.
of Elseworlds for Wonder Woman, this is maybe the best possible iteration I've ever seen. How many Elseworlds for Wonder Woman has there even really been that haven't been based on Superman or Batman?
I mean, she's had a few standalone. She's had a number of standalone stories out there, but nothing like this.
Nothing like but like an actual Elseworlds title, like Vampire Batman, like Red Rain, or like
I mean, there was
Red Sun,
Wonder Woman, something history. There
Historia.
was Historia. There was Wonder Woman Amazonia.
Dead
Earth.
One.
Dead
Dead
Earth.
Earth. Oh yeah, I
which
forgot about
was,
Dead Earth.
that was fucking.
I guess that did
wild.
kind of involve Batman and Superman, but to a much more diminished capacity.
Yeah.
They're already
they
dead,
were clothing accessories.
But that was like a Wonder Woman story. I mean, like Wonder Woman's had Elseworld appearances, but in a Batman story or a Superman story.
Yeah, but these were definitely Wonder Woman stories. Yeah, 100%.
So
and
it's
all pretty damn good.
Yeah,
I thought so anyway.
Historia, top tier. This one, if not first, is definitely second of Wonder Woman Elseworld stories. I would say it's got the heart, it's got the tone, it's got the fit, it's got the action. I think it's like quintessential Wonder Woman. Quite honestly, it's really fucking good. And the supporting cast is amazing. You don't see them too much, but when they make appearances, they are memorable. And the Rogues Gallery so far is actually quite solid. I think better implemented than like main continuity Wonder Woman by far. So fuck this.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, as far as I can last remember. Yeah. This it's 9.25 out of 10 as well throughout. The maze ending was fantastic, and then setting up what's going on with the magic. Whew. Color me impressed.
Indeed. And I see like an overarching arc to 11, 12, and 13. You know, in 11, she's rescuing the prisoners, bringing the fight to Clea, and we're seeing like at the very beginning of it, like, well, metaphorically speaking, like the pretty flower that bloomed in hell. And then in 12, it's like she's starting to, like, how do I want to put this? It's being laid out that her first choice is like, her choice is to make sure that her first choice isn't a weapon. And then in the third one, it's flat out being told that, I mean, ultimately she's choosing peace over fighting in the end. It's painting her in a much better light than what we've seen in so very long without feeling bored with it. That Wonder Woman is about peace and is about clarity and is about, you know, everybody being cool and happy, and will only break out the fuck you up if necessary, because she knows what it truly costs. Not just magic, but, you know, all actions. And I have absolutely loved what Kelly Thompson has done throughout this entire run. It's awesome. And at the very end of it, with Diana being such an agent of peace, her counterpart is what the world's cost for her magic is. Is it a mirror her, or is it summoning to Earth Ares, the god of war? Because it seems to inspire violence in others, just like Ares would. Or is her mirror self the god of war? I don't know, but I can't wait to find out because this has just been awesome. And I'd like to point out here this reads like a TV show. Every issue starts with the cold open before the big title and credits. And holy cow, if anything in the absolute universe could be a show, it is this. Though, could you imagine, man, an animated absolute universe that follows these books? Tell me that wouldn't be dope as hell. Tell me
That
that
would
just wouldn't be awesome, man.
dope as fuck. That
Dope
would be
as
Batman
fuck.
as fuck.
I would absolutely love it. Gathering up all of these Wonder Womans, the fantastic art, and the amazing fucking stories, I'm giving all of them a 9 out of 10. They were just that good.
Wonderful.
Indeed, my friend. Indeed. So we've got another superhero to talk about.
Do we?
Rob, are you up and away to telling us about Absolute Superman? Somewhere
I
in here?
will
It's in the wrong damn direction.
backwards. Yeah. I will do my best because, well, I mean, this one's a little easier than Absolute Green Lantern, but they have different creative teams again. Yay.
Yay!
So, Absolute Superman number 11 is written by Jason Aaron with art from Carmine DiGiandomenico, colors from Ulysses Ariola, and letters from Becca Carey. I should say it's really just the artist that's different. It's not that bad. So this kind of picks up where we left off kind of last issue. Brainiac has essentially captured Kal-El and is injecting him with all sorts of shit, experimenting on his body, all at the whim of Ra's al Ghul. And what is the plan here? Brainiac is to break Kal-El's mind over and over again, putting him through the paces in indigestion in his like an augmented reality where he's seeing all these different visions and dreams he has where he needs to kill someone
Kind
and
of forcing him into it.
Forcing him into it, but he resists every single time, and this goes on for days, weeks, even months. At least what's in his mind, it feels like that, right until the point that he is just about to break and actually kill someone in his head and kill Brainiac. And when that happens, Ra's al Ghul's influence will be in his mind, and he will become an agent of Ra's al Ghul. But he resists that,
Give it to the dark
breaks out of
side.
it, just as Jimmy Olsen and Lois Lane, as well as Lois's father, who dies during this mission, breaks into the facility to free Kal-El, and they all escape. And next issue is the Battle of Kansas, which is Absolute Superman number 12. As I twiddle my thumbs away to get to the next issue, this one is written, as is before, by Jason Aaron with art from Rafa Sandoval, colors from Ulysses Ariola, and letters from Becca Carey. Do you like how I padded my time there? I think I did a really good job at
Bang bang.
covering my tracks. So we pick up in South Central Kansas, Smellville, at the Senior Living Center. We
You
receive
just say
Mog.
Smellville.
Did I say Smellville?
Lots
It's in Kansas. I imagine it. There's a lot of farms there. It's got to smell at least a little bit.
of vills, that's for sure.
Yeah. Smallville, not Smellville. Ma Kansas there, and she's kind of sensing her son is back, quote unquote son. It's Kal-El. And this is all referenced by the fact that she saw a red blur and it actually was him. This whole issue is about Kal-El coming to terms with his place on Earth and his connection to Saul, the AI that lives in his suit, and is also his last connection to Krypton. After everything that's happened, there's a lot of back and forth between the two of them, and they need to figure out how to work together once more. And after a lot of soul searching and deep thought and looking inside, Cal realizes that Saul is maybe the best friend he has and the closest thing to a parent figure that he has right now. All the while, Jimmy and Lois, also still in Smallville, were just trying to get some food and figure out their next steps. Um, some people in Smallville recognize that they were with Superman and give them free food because they actually really like Superman. Any friend of Superman is a friend of theirs, so you're welcome here as long as you want. However, I imagine that stay is going to be short lived because Lazarus is hot on their tails and is headed for a fight. That's where issue ends. Two very distinctly different stories because one ends one story arc, the other begins another one. But it is still connected, so it all works. Excuse me. Absolute Superman is absolutely also super. Yeah, it's great. It's fucking great. All the Absolute books are great, but this one's very, very emotional on a deep connected level, and you get that for both issues. It's you really see a very depressed Kal-El in this, a Kal-El that is still like comparatively new to Earth. He's been there for 5 years now, maybe a few more, but he's still coming to terms with everything. He's still learning Earth customs and learning how to be somebody on this planet, having not grown up there, not having had the Kents to basically raise him. This is a Kal-El that's still trying to find his place, and it's taking a deep toll on him between Brainiac and Lazarus, and just all the still trying to come to terms with the fact that Krypton is gone. It's a lot. It's heavy for a young man, and my goodness, is it heavy? It's so heavy. Only Superman can lift it, but I love it. It's getting an 8.5 from me for these two issues.
Right on, man. For me, the way they were trying to break Superman was absolutely fucking bonkers. Um, I'm I'm really curious about where it goes from here. It feels huge, but after this, like, what comes after? Because it's
Yeah.
like Superman versus the world. But I mean, right now, this that it doesn't matter because I'm enjoying this ride. Don't worry about the story until it's done, right? I love the art and the story, and it's just a damn good book to read right now, man. Collectively, I'll give the two of them an 8.5 out of 10.
I'm right there with you. And I don't know. I don't really have anything else to add, but I don't know if you guys have, Josh, maybe not, Rob, maybe so, have looked ahead at some of the solicits,
No.
but um, thinking of Superman's new costume, I want to be careful so as not to spoil anything. But given everything that's happened and just how rough of an adjustment, let's say that it's been for Cal his time on Earth, it makes me wonder how things are going to turn around potentially for said costume to manifest. I
Yeah.
don't want to give away too much so as not to ruin any surprises, but yeah, I don't have anything else to add other than it's absolutely super fantastic.
Yeah.
Super fantastic. All right, then let me skip over these Wonder Woman ones where everything went to shit there in order, even though I made sure everything was in order. Damn computers. But last but not least, the last book that we are about to cover is absolutely everything all wrapped up into absolutely evil. Written by the madness that is Al Ewing, with art inside and out by Giuseppe Giuseppe Camicoli, with Stefano Nisi, and colored by Romulo Friato
What, no
Jr.
bad Italian accent?
Right, it wasn't
Hey,
intentional. It
Giuseppe.
just came out like
Giuseppe,
Giuseppe.
Giuseppe Camangoli. I'm losing
Anytime
it,
I
dude.
try to do a bad Italian accent, it just comes across as 70s John Travolta, and I don't know why. Hey, Giuseppe, what's going on?
And colored by Romulo Friaro Jr. with lettering from Tom Napolitano and a cover from Stefano Nisi.
Hey,
And,
Stefano Nisi, what's going on over here with it?
Where
Okay,
you going,
I'll stop.
all in on this one.
all right. Well, okay, so first off, kicking off in 1941, we see Hawkman giving up his secret identity to the U.S. government to be able to, well, narc out those damn commies. Today, we see Oliver Green, fuck me, Oliver Queen,
The Queen
dressed all
Arrow.
Oliver
It's like a
Queen,
drag queen
dressed
name.
all in green,
A great drag queen
shooting
name.
arrows in his arrow cave, and just bought an aeromobile, and he's just all brand new set up to be a vigilante, with his friend Roy being a voice of, no, don't fucking do that. Meanwhile, Hector Hammond meets with Agent Veronica Cale, Dr. Eleanor Thawne, Rachel Gould, the Joker who hates laughing, and remotely Brainiac. Cale gives a report on Wesley Dodds, the Sandman, shot dead, Ted Grant, the Wildcat, bribed and started a gym, and Iron Monroe, who was deemed a communist and then gassed to death by the government. She did all of this as examples of people who tried to be heroes, but then something happened rather quickly, one way or another, that made them go away. Heroes just don't last. But then she brought up the newest wave, the big problems, the ones that aren't going away. She brings up Diana, Superman, and Batman, and then also acknowledges the Green Lantern and Flash stories, and acknowledges that others might exist out there as well. And then a completely bandaged, like a mummy Hawkman, walks in and drops a very dead, like half his head caved in, Oliver Queen on the table to show that they don't fuck around. That's what they plan on doing to heroes. The Joker that doesn't laugh says that they found the Omega particle, even more base than the Hosan Biggs particle, the true God particle. And he says, with that on their side, the six of them can reign order over the world. And he calls their little group the Justice League. It closes with Brainiac and Mirror Master, of all people, who's there to do a little business with Brainiac, discussing that stuff. And Brainiac says that the team is composed of balances and reflections, but they need someone to balance the Joker who doesn't laugh. And that's when they reach out to the one who they think will round out their little Justice League. We see a guy and his wife in plaid sitting on a farmhouse porch when the man gets a call, and it is none other than Lex Luthor. Boom. I mean, this is fucking big. I don't even really know what else to say when it comes to this. It is like a massive. They're calling it the Justice League. This is the most capable Legion of Doom that's ever been put together. I'm so fucking stoked for whatever is coming around the corner. I admittedly had some serious reservations when we brought Marvel writers into DC. Al Ewing was not a mistake. This is goddamn wonderful. I'm having a great time. 8.75 out of 10 for Absolute Evil #1.
It was insane in the membrane.
Insane in the brain.
This group of characters being calling themselves the Justice League is just expected and unexpected at the same time, right? They're either the building they're in even is the Hall of Justice. It's wild. When
trip, dude.
the week this issue came out, I do want to say, and I gotta laugh about it a little bit, but at the same time, as a Lantern fan, I also understand it to a certain degree. The Green Arrow subreddit had a full-on meltdown
Oh,
Oh yeah,
I
they
fucking bet.
went to shit on this book. They were
I
like, of
bet they
course,
did.
Green Arrow gets canceled, then Oliver Queen dies in the Absolute Universe. We just can't fucking catch a break, man. Yeah, tell me about it. But at
Yeah,
the same
but I mean,
time,
they
let me bust out
painted
my
it
tiny
up so
violin.
that this
Like,
isn't like Green Arrow. You know what I mean? This is a guy that did Robin Hood tricks for birthday fucking parties. Yeah, he was a billionaire and he did Robin Hood tricks, and decided that he was gonna start sinking money into being a vigilante. It
yeah,
wasn't like he really already was. This was
but
just, you
the
know,
problem with it is DC's already announced Absolute Green Lantern or Green Arrow coming out next year, and everybody was all on board with like, oh my god, we're getting Absolute Oliver Queen, and I was like, psych, no, you're not.
well, now you know it's not Ollie, which means that it's
Yeah,
probably going to be Amiko or Connor
or Roy,
or Roy.
maybe Roy, even though
Definitely could
Roy
be
was very
Roy
much the voice of
inspired.
"Don't fucking do this," but yeah,
Yeah, could have been inspired by Ollie dying. Yeah, that's true
yeah.
too.
But it could
But
also
Roy as the
be
Green Arrow.
the week that Oliver was a vigilante up until when he got his head caved in by Hawkman. You know,
Nah.
it could be, but we'll have to see. But yeah, they were not fucking happy over there. Um, Additionally, yeah, so Lex Luthor, wild. He was just chill ass farm boy. That's what he was. He was just nice to his wife, having a good time on the porch. I used to have anger issues, but I got over them. Oh, I wonder who this is. Give me a minute here, honey. It's just fucking wildest Lex Luthor ever. Also, the Joker that
Shot from the
doesn't
back,
laugh.
I'd expect to see a skull ring.
Now, like Josh, I know you haven't seen it, but we have seen preview art for Absolute Joker in an upcoming story arc of Absolute Batman. So I will not give anything away because I know you don't like those kind of spoilers, but my goodness,
I
is this
absolutely love
going to be good?
I absolutely love the fact right now. I love the fact that the Joker isn't even the Joker. It's just a dude that hates laughing. Isn't called the Joker, um, and like is just this like mysterious fucking dude that's in charge of everything. And I almost hope that we don't drop that.
Well, you're gonna hate future issues of Absolute Batman. He doesn't go full Joker and become a laughing stock either, but there is definitely something more to this character.
Well, I'm into finding out more about him. I just hope it's
Fair
not
enough.
just gaudy.
No, no. Depends on your definition of gaudy, but it's not. It's nothing like modern continuity Joker,
Okay.
if that's what you mean. Yeah,
All right. Well, hopefully it's
it's
not like
it's
Emperor Joker or
almost
Bane
it,
Joker
it's
either.
almost supernatural esque.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as it's not like Emperor Joker or like Bane Joker, then okay.
All right.
Within those bounds, man.
I mean, that's fuck. It might be. We'll have to see. Like I said, we only saw preview art, but it just looks wild. Um, so I can't wait to see more of this. I know this is supposed to be a one shot, but I'm curious when and if we will get a follow up to this. Because my God, there's so much to do here. Fuck, it's so good. 8.75 out of 10.
Hell
Brandon,
yeah.
you got any words to add?
Absolute evil. Sucks. I hate it. Because why would they do that to my boy Oliver Queen, who's trying to go after Absolute Epstein? No, I like those.
Fucking
Those are
right.
all like the kinds of comments I saw also on the Green Arrow subreddit, which
Yeah.
normally is pretty chill.
Yeah.
They were definitely having, as the kids would say, a crash out over just this whole thing. I can understand where Hawk fans would be a little bit pissed, I think there's been this tendency to push Carter, especially since like the 2000s, into this very law and order sort of character, which, yes, Carter has been a cop since the Silver Age. That doesn't necessarily mean he's Mr. Law and Order. By that same logic, you could say the same thing about Barry Allen and Hal Jordan, and they've certainly relaxed in their more rigid ways. But that's neither here nor there. This is the absolute universe, so obviously things are going to be a bit different. I don't really mind it so much because, truth be told, like I feel like them having a version of Ollie that is different, yes, from our Ollie, but still very much similar, kind of led me to believe that our version of Absolute Green Arrow probably isn't going to be Ollie. So that's why I was surprised to see so many people like, oh, I can't believe they just killed him off like that, as though they haven't been making a trend of doing very different interpretations of characters. I get it's probably going to be completely different, but that was sort of the spirit of the Absolute Universe is let's put a little bit of a spin on it. So why not have a Green Arrow that is not Oliver Queen? That could be someone else. I think that would be an interesting take. And for my own preference, I do kind of hope it is Roy, because I feel like that would just be fitting, having him be the voice of doubt in this issue, and then later he takes on the mantle of Green Arrow. But aside from that, I kind of agree with what you guys had said. It's interesting seeing these versions of villains all come together and calling themselves the Justice League, no less. And for what purpose they will bring in Lex Luthor, I don't know, but I want to find out. So yeah, I'll give it a 8.25 out of 10. Not the biggest fan of Giuseppe Camuncoli, but I liked the story, so I'm willing to forgive that.
I just all right, well, that is all of the books this week. 13 books, we did it in an hour and a half. That's absolutely
a near
crazy.
record.
It is a record, but it does help that Brandon was stuck inside of a spreadsheet.
Dude, it's fucking bullshit. I can't. You might have to cut that part. I don't want anyone at work listening to this. I love charting on Excel.
Nobody loves charting on Excel, Brandon.
I really don't.
Nobody does.
Bounds this for like 30 years. So I have to manually calculate and input 30 years worth of whatever. Anyway.
That sounds rough.
Cut that part out. I love my job. I'm trying to keep this paycheck.
Heard that. All right, well then I guess we will go ahead and do the things that we do when we wrap up our books, and that's do our top 3 favorite moment and favorite cover. Top 3 and favorite moment, I'll go ahead and go first. Mine, pretty easy. I was able to narrow it down. It was Absolute Evil #1 in 3rd place, Absolute Wonder Woman #12 in 2nd place, and in 1st place, Absolute Wonder Woman #13. And I'm going to give my favorite moment just because of the tone of it, just from what it meant in the story. Joker calling them the Justice League was pretty big. So I'm going to call that my favorite moment out of all of these Absolute books. If I have to pick just one, and I made myself do it.
Right on. I didn't know we were still going to do issue by issue, but I will do my best. I have a couple of choices. Number 3.
If we're not, then it's definitely Absolute Superman, or I'm sorry, Absolute Green Lantern in 3rd, Absolute Evil in 2nd, and Absolute Wonder Woman in 1st.
Fair enough.
We can do it that way too.
No. I'm trying to figure my number 3. Number 3, I'll give to Absolute Green Lantern #7.
Yeah, buddy.
Or number 6.
Yeah, buddy.
It's a toss-up.
Really hard to put them in top 3.
Number 2, Absolute Evil. Number 1, Absolute Flash. Number 8, because that was just a ride. Favorite moment for me is Absolute Green Lantern #7 when Tomar Ray just squished Kilowog.
Squeeze.
Because I think I audibly went, "Holy shit, he's
Ooh.
tiny now." that's Kilowog in there. Oh my god, that's all guts. Okay.
He's a Kilowog, not Liverwog.
I'm squishing your head. Josh, I know you know what that's from. Very few people will recognize that, but Kids in the Hall was great. You over there, I see you. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to squish your head.
I definitely do.
It's classic.
Right, Brandon, your top 3 and favorite moment, if you don't mind.
Top 3. Wonder Woman number 11 at number 3, Wonder Woman number 12 at number 2, and Wonder Woman number 13 at number 1. Actually, honestly, I might just stick with that because Absolute Wonder Woman, honestly, is
It's
my
stellar.
favorite series of all of them. Like, I
Yeah.
can't. Yeah,
Took 2 of
I
my
would
3.
Put all 3. Yeah, I would just put all 3. Favorite moment though, not from Absolute Wonder Woman. There were so many great moments from the annual this week, but I think I have to go with. I know there have been a lot of jokes and memes about the Bat construction truck, whatever you want to call it. But,
Yeah.
getting a double page spread of just that crashing through. That really made my week.
That was cool.
That was very fun to read on the subway.
Right, that's one thing we didn't touch light on in the annuals. We got the origins of that truck finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't grab onto that, did we?
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah, that's fine. I bet that's basically it. Yeah, we got the origin of that truck. He stole it from the construction site. That's fair. Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Well, almost anyway. First, before we take off out of here, we were going to have to pick out our favorite cover. And there is quite an array of covers to choose from. You don't mind taking a gander.
I've got a
picking
few
one.
choices.
I can't. Superman 12 makes it look like Ra's al Ghul and Batman work out at the same gym, hulking over Superman like that. But I want to say it's one of the Green Lantern covers just because of how good they are, and I am a major sucker for light work. But I'm going to say that Flash number 8 gets it. Flash number 8. That pencil with the light, it just looks gorgeous. It looks so good. Very, very, very cool. That mysterious hand reaching out in front of Barry's hand makes you know that something crazy is going to happen in this issue. That one right there, that one's my favorite cover.
Yeah. That was one of my tops. I also have Green Lantern number 7, Absolute Evil number 1. But I think what I'm going to go for the sake of being different, is Absolute Wonder Woman number 11. Which, we'll see right here. It's the shadow work with Diana, with the blood and the maze in the background. Just, it looks so dynamic and yet simple at the same time. I love it.
Being able to maintain the outline with just black and red like that and have it look so striking is definitely difficult, and it looks so good. And the eyes
they're striking.
They're so striking, it's almost off-putting.
Sin City.
Yeah.
Like, almost too realistic for the rest of the picture. I don't like it. I'm changing it. It's looking at me.
Beautifully done. It's, no matter where I go, the eyes follow me. What the fuck?
It doesn't feel like an agent of peace. All right. So, Brandon, did you have a favorite cover this week?
There were quite a few great ones,
There
but
sure were.
I could go with any of the Wonder Woman ones. I could go with any of the Flash ones. Absolute Batman. It's Daniel Warren Johnson. Like, what do you want to say?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm gonna go with a bit of a surprising one. Maybe surprising to you. I don't know. Absolute Evil. I don't know. I just sometimes I kind of like a simpler one. I don't know if that's the right way to choose it. And can you pull up the cover again?
I sure can. Give me just 1 second
Um,
here.
yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like I don't know what you call it, like an overhead shot
Yeah.
of
Bird's eye.
just
Yep.
hands, yeah, or something like that. Um,
That's
you don't get a
exactly
lot
what
of
it's
covers
called.
like that, but I
No.
think what I like about them is if an artist can have designs that are distinct enough where you can just tell exactly who the character is right off the bat, it's
Mhm.
always very cool. And usually it's, a superhero or something, but these are all the villains and they all still have very distinctive traits. So Brainiac is green, you can see the lines for Bane, Veronica Cale's got the suit, we know Hector Hammond has the gloves, like all of that is very easy to tell right off the bat. So I think that's pretty cool. It's a shame they couldn't fit the White Martian in there, but maybe that's a little too abstract to find a way to fit in. But yeah,
That'll happen another time, I'm sure.
yeah, really cool stuff.
Really, really, truly is absolutely fantastic work on all of these books. And as mentioned at the beginning of this show, from here on out, the Absolute Books will be worked into the weekly shows. So our episode counts are going to go back to regular normal, and our end of the month is not going to take us 7 hours to do anymore.
Yeah.
So that's it, and this is all. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching the show. We're going to be back next week covering all of DC's week release. Same geek time, same geek channel, and that is our show. We're getting out of here, so you'll have to as well. Be careful out there, and remember, in the Geek Matrix, everybody has a home. In the Geek Matrix, you are not alone.